This picture shows the Heinkel 111 Mark V long-range bomber, which is an improved edition of the Mark III described in a previous film. Its protective armament consists of a machine gun firing from a turret on top of the fuselage, another machine gun firing rearwards from a permanent turret underneath the fuselage, and a third machine gun firing forwards from the nose. In addition, there are probably two fixed shell guns firing through the air screw hubs. The Heinkel Mark V is equipped with two Daimler-Benz engines, each of 1150 horsepower. This chart gives the principal data relating to the Heinkel 111K Mark V. The Heinkel Mark V bomber is a twin-engine, low-wing monoplane. It has a single fin. In the head-on view, look for any projections which may be seen above or below the wings, as they often form guides to identification. Notice that, as on the Mark III, the radiators project below the wings. The permanent gun turrets may also be seen underneath the rounded fuselage. In common with many other types, the dihedral is slight. In the side view, the Heinkel Mark V may be distinguished by its finely streamlined fuselage, which tapers from a rounded, bulbous nose to a slender tail. Memorize the shape of the nose on the fuselage. The absence of any projection for the pilot's cockpit is a feature that distinguishes the Heinkel Mark V from other aircraft. Notice also the permanent gun turret above and below the fuselage. In the plan view, memorize the shape of the wings, which differ from the Mark III in that the leading and trailing edges are straight and taper to rounded tips. The distinctive curve at the junction of the trailing edges with the fuselage should be noted. The nose of the fuselage projects only a short distance in front of the wings and appears nearly in line with the air screws. Here we show a comparison between the Heinkel Mark V in the middle, the Heinkel Mark III on the left, and the British Wellington on the right. Compare the engine and fuselage projections below the wings on the three types. Compare also the rectangular shape of the fuselage on the Wellington with the fuselages of the German type. In the side view, Mark III leading, followed by Mark V, and Wellington on the right. The shapes of the fuselages and positions of the gun turrets should be noted in order to distinguish between the three types. The Wellington may also be distinguished by its tall fin. The older Mark III may be distinguished from the Mark V by the step forming the pilot's cockpit. Here we show a comparison between the plan views, Mark V in the middle, Mark III on the left, and the Wellington on the right, in order to demonstrate the difference between the wing shapes. Notice the curve at the roots of the trailing edges, which is peculiar to the German bombers. The dimensions of the Heinkel 111 Mark V are the same as those of the Mark III. Thus, at 700 yards range, It appears to fill about half the sight ring. At 370 yards, the Heinkel Mark V just fills the sight ring. Here is a view of the Heinkel 111 Mark V in flight, as it would be seen from the ground. Notice again the shape of the fuselage with its gun turret, and the wings with their distinctive curve at the roots of the trailing edges.